I understand you are participating in the world's big sleep out on Saturday night. Can you tell us a bit about what that's about and why you are participating?
Well, it was started by a guy in Scotland who decided to do something about homelessness and encourage people to sleep out for just one night to raise money for homelessness. And he did it for a few years in Scotland, and this year he's doing it in 50 different cities all over the world, including London and here in New York. So myself and Michael Kassan and the WPP guys and a number of other employees of Cannes Lions and our other businesses, we're all sleeping out on Saturday night in Times Square, trying to highlight the issue of homelessness and raise money for the charity. So if people would like to donate, they can go to the website for the world's big sleep out and they can donate their funds to that.
Great. So is Cannes Lion then formally attached to the program, or how does it tie into what the upcoming festival is going to be focusing on?
Well, this is like a sort of personal thing for me and for the people that are doing it with me. But certainly Cannes Lions this year, we're going to have a very specific focus on one particular day, which is the Wednesday of the festival, because there are many conversations at the festival, particularly around the SDGs and the United Nations and the work that they do. So what we're trying to do next year is we want to focus that attention by having lots of content about the SDGs, have the United Nations speak, have the SDG Lions on that Wednesday, and we're partnering with Global Citizen as well to have a big event at the end of the day as well. So that's one of the big plans for next year.
Right. Is that a new approach to have one day focused on a cause like that?
It is really. I mean, there's two reasons for that. One is there are many different conversations throughout the week about things like the SDGs and what our industry can do to help the world. But also there needs to be a lot of other conversations, commercial conversations. So we want to try and focus those conversations on one day to get the maximum bang for our buck for it, allowing people to have bigger conversations around other things for the rest of the week.
Right, and so how has Cannes Lions programming evolved? How are you taking feedback from the people participating, from the marketers and advertisers, and adjusting it so it reflects what they're seeing in the industry?
That's a great question. I mean, this year we interviewed more than 100 CMOs and lots of people within the industry, the creative industry as well. And we talked to them in depth about the really important issues that they have in their day-to-day job, really. So what would you like to be covered at the festival next year? And a whole team of us talked to many hundreds of people. And we've come out with 8 themes for 2020. They're on our website, if you can just Google the Cannes Lion themes 2020. So 8 big themes around data, around privacy, around purpose, around creativity as a business driver, these sort of issues. And so next year, that's really what the content will be focused on, because that's really what the industry are asking us to focus on.
Absolutely. And what's another thing that you're looking forward to for this year's festival?
Well, I always just look forward to the conversations and how the festival brings so many people together from all over the world to really set up what's important for the next 12 months. So we kind of look back at the great work from the last 12 months with the Lions and the awards, and we have conversations about the next 12 months, so it's always a very exciting time.
Right, exactly. And so looking ahead, if take something like data, how do you see that changing? Because obviously that's been part of the conversation. What specifically about something like data, especially when you think about looking ahead?
Well, data and technology, so we launched the Creative Data Lions a couple of years ago. It was a very, very successful launch. I mean, even 5 years ago, if you'd have said we're launching a Lion about data, people wouldn't understand what you meant, but it has been a very successful launch. And next year we're launching the Business Transformation Lions, which again is about as far from the 30-second spot as you could possibly get. And so data, technology, transformation, digital transformation, these are the areas that are really consuming people. And I think plugging creativity together with those things is what unlocks value.
Right, that's where Cannes Lions comes in.
That's where we come in.